Mr. Bongani, thank you so
Yes,
much
sir.
for joining me. I'm really honored.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
It's a pleasure, man. I'm just to give a brief breakdown of how Mr. Bongani and I got in contact. I shot an episode not so long ago regarding GBV with Tombi Kaisi. And through her, obviously, as she said in the previous episode, she's got an outreach program where she's reaching out to men to speak on their experiences and so on and so forth. And today, like I said, Mr. Bongani is here to join me, and I'm honored and actually very, very thankful that he's actually able to come and speak about his experience regarding GBV. Remember, I've always said GBV happens to both male and woman, man and woman. It's just that men don't speak about it. But Bongani, through strength and courage, is here. He's going to tell us his experience. And I hope this also opens up men to actually be confident enough to say, you know what, it's not a bad thing to actually speak about what happened. It doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't make you weak as a man. It doesn't discredit you, but it just makes all of us aware that it happens to us men as well. So, Mr. Bongani, let's start off with just give us a brief summary of who you are before we even get into the whole discussion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mr. Herald. You know, every time I get that question, I really, my mind, starts.
It's clearly going everywhere. Like, how do I start?
I don't know where to start. But basically, Bongani is not a young man anymore, but he's a young man.
I get it.
That was born in Krugersdorp. And raised around the area of Sunspray, Honeydew.
Oh, okay.
And I've basically been a Joburger almost all my life, but originally my parents are from the Eastern Cape.
Okay.
My dad is in Cape Town at the moment.
Okay.
Living there with his family, and and I'm here in Joburg. The closest relatives I have here is my mom's family.
Okay. Are you the only child?
No, there's two of us.
Okay.
I'm the first born, and then I have a younger brother.
Okay.
Bulelani. I'm a young person that was sort of offered, I'd say, the best opportunities available to a black child from a squatter camp. At the time I received the type of education I got, the schools I went to, and all of that, because I managed to go to a black primary school, but there was white teachers, there was that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And then when I went to high school, then it wasn't just the teachers that were white; it was
even
a whole multiracial thing, and that's where I got exposed to the world.
Okay.
I started DJing in high school around grade 8, just before grade 8. And then I worked myself up into being a technician, eventually an events manager, and up until now, where I have my own company. And it's been a very educational journey that I've had. I wish I was documenting some of it.
This is part of it. This is part of the document.
Yeah, it's been a very educational journey that has taught me a lot, that has formed me, and certain things that have broken me as well. And I've managed to find, positive people that were able to pull me out of the darkest times in my life. And I'm here today.
It's interesting when you say that, the journey of life, you've had moments where it's broken you. And
yes,
seeing that you're here, it simply tells us you've overcome those moments, which is the most important thing of it all.
Well, I'd love to think I've overcome.
I mean, you're standing today. A lot of people,
Yeah.
once life deals with you, not everyone recovers. Some people just like, what, this is it.
And I mean, like, the sad part is, ever since I started this healing journey, I've lost 2 friends.
Oof.
Who never made it to the day where I am, and who are not sitting like me today. They got consumed by their troubles and problems so much that they decided to end their lives.
Wow. Oof. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hard to swallow.
Yeah.
But such is life.
Yes,
know,
it is. Yes, it is.
and it proves that you do not allow circumstances to overcome you.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, emotionally. You stood it, and today you're able to speak on it.
Absolutely, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, like to to put it in another way. Sure, this life that we are living is not for the weak, and it's not for the faint-hearted. For you to grow old, you need to be strong.
Yeah.
You need to be very strong to grow old. There's people who die at 21. Some died less than that.
It's true.
And you kind of like, every time a person is dead, I don't know how in your culture you look at it, but in our culture as a Kasi boy, when a person has passed on, we comfort ourselves by saying, he's resting wherever he is.
Yeah. No, it's true. Same here as well. We say he's in a happy place.
He's in a happy place. That's what we wish for.
Yeah.
So I'd say there's a lot of people who wish to walk, who wish to talk, who wish to go out, who wish to do a lot of things that we take for granted as ordinary people. There's a person who's sitting on a wheelchair right now. They can't get up. There's a person who can't talk. There's a person who can't bath themselves. There's a person who is mentally unstable. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know where they are. They don't know what's going on in their lives. So I've been exposed to so many messed up situations and scenarios, to a point where I had to decide whether am I going to continue being a bum on the streets, or I'm going to use that opportunity of being a bum to work myself back to where I should be. And I decided to work myself up to where I should be. And I guess me sitting here today and being able to share my story with the rest of the world, I feel for me, it's some kind of closure which I never got. It's a part of me saying I am healing by myself, even though I didn't get the apologies or the sympathy that I felt I needed to get from whoever that has crossed paths with me and treated me another way. I had to, through this healing process of being involved in GBV and starting off by being a person who receives it, and then eventually you start giving it. And, for me, it's a story of saying, I wish I had a male figure that was going to tell me what a man is, what a man is expected to be, what a man's role in life is. I wish I had somebody like that who could just hold my hand. And even when I get into situations where I should have waited, and situations where I saw red flags and I saw that I shouldn't be here, I don't belong here, I'm not wanted here. But because of this stupid thing we call love, and you end up staying in situations longer than you should. And when you do that, that is you starting a war on yourself. When you do that, you literally starting a war on yourself, because you're going to open yourself up to things that you are not ready for, to things that you are not coached on, to things that, I mean, it's funny. It's just, this thing just came into my head now, and I think it's relevant for me to just mention it. In life, we learn a lot from what we see and what's happening around us. And we think we know everything because we've seen a person fall, we've seen a person break a leg, you've seen a person die, you've seen a person dead. So you think you know it all, only to find out that everything that happens in life is there to test us, to mold us, to push us, to get us out of situations that we are too comfortable in. And whatever we go through in life, it is very important to remember that that thing is not there to kill you.
Yeah.
Because if it was there to kill you, you wouldn't wake up that morning. It would have killed you in your sleep. That would be the easiest job to do for a hitman.
Yeah.
But since you are alive and you have woken up in the morning, it doesn't matter where you woke up, on a pavement, on the side of the street, in somebody's house, on a friend's couch. It doesn't matter. But the fact that you have woken up that morning, it means God still has something to do with your life.
But now that we've set up, like I say, we've set out the atmosphere, let's not get into the gravity of what you actually went through. I know we had a brief discussion of what it is that you actually went through as a man in the relationship that you were in and how things unfolded. And I know there's levels to this entire story.
Yes.
And I'm really hoping we can get into every aspect of it, obviously, without, going on and on, because this is experience that will be with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So let's just start off with how did you and this person meet, and when do you think that it switched into from that, honeymoon phase into now what it
the sour phase?
Yeah. So how did you guys meet, and when did that switch happen, or when do you think that switch happened?
Yes. Look, and let me be outright honest,
please.
From the beginning. So that anybody that is watching this and that wants to come back to me and say, you said, so that I can be able to be confident and say, you know what, it is what it is. I didn't fabricate or add
filter anything,
or add any spices on it. I met this girl. It was one of those drunken weekends when you're out with the boys. And you're just getting up to mischief. It's like all you're doing is just bouncing from one place to another, drinking,
party hopping.
Yes.